You guys ready?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Oof. What was the question?
The show is about what it means to basically own a vagina. It's not about the vagina per se. It's about what the psychological, emotional, physical, and political consequences are of having a vagina.
Vaginas are not scary. They are just vaginas.
The words, they're just vehicles to, relay the message.
Using that name is a way to be empowered.
It's very funny. It's theater, so it's not, like, don't expect an anatomy lesson.
It's soul-searching, it's educational, and it's downright fun.
The Vagina Monologues is actually a great way to use humor to help the medicine go down.
The legal perspective on women's issues is important to consider, but it's also really important to always be reminded of the human perspective.
These stories are very real, and they can happen to people you know. So,
of course, it's embarrassing. These type of things are embarrassing to talk about.
Women are from all different races, from all different socioeconomic classes, yet the issues the richest of women face and the poorest of women face are often the same. How it affects them, though, is very different.
Nervous. I was nervous.
Honestly, I thought it was going to be awful. But I went because I was dating her, and Amy was going to be in it. And it was a blast. I loved it.
It's really not like the weird, icky thing you're expecting. It's just a really great, empowering, fun, just incredible experience that I promise you're going to remember forever.
It was a shock listening to the words in the very beginning, but you kind of warm up to that.
During the piece that I was doing, I very distinctly could hear Professor Barnes laughing.
Some of the most enthusiastic audience members were kind of the guys. The guys that you would think would never otherwise be caught dead in a crowd of their classmates and professors discussing women's sexual anatomy.
So that's really cool to see someone else's point of view and what they go through.
Absolutely.
Really excited to see the show.
I'm definitely going to go see the show this year.
Because I have a mother and a sister, and what happens to them sort of happens to me.
Men can benefit from kind of seeing things from a woman's perspective, just like women can benefit from seeing a men's perspective.
I think the show helps to elevate people's consciousness.
Everybody.
Everyone who has a vagina, likes vaginas, thinks about vaginas, is curious about vaginas. Maybe people who think a vagina is like the pit of Sarlacc from Star Wars. Everyone should see the show.
Everyone needs to come see this show because it has something for everybody.
I think anybody can learn something from this, and I think anybody can be entertained.
It's always fun to sit next to your professors and hear them scream some inappropriate language.
If you're worried about the content, try to overcome your fears and give it a shot.
I'm also sort of tempted to quote the famous line from FDR's first inaugural, you have nothing to fear but fear itself. There is nothing to be afraid about from this show.
There's nothing scary about it.
It's so important topically. Ultimately, it's about gender discrimination and equality of women. And it's terrific for the law school that it helps raise money for a family violence clinic.
If you're out of town or you want to be able to give something above and beyond, that's always something that we encourage.
Whatever your position is on the issues that divide us, you can put all of that aside and just be part of the great UCI family.
I hope that all of our faculty, staff, and students will come. I hope we'll also draw people from the community.
As the feminists of the early 20th said, the rising of the women is the rising of us all.
Yay, vaginas!